Well, I was able to cut my piece off of the cowl. This is for the hinge, and I was lucky that my cutoff tool would just barely reach in here. So I got this skin off of here, and we'll put this on the door. Well, there it is. I don't know what we got going on here. It's obviously not big enough. I don't know what this curve here is in the top. Not sure. And I'll have to cut a piece here for this. But I don't have the drawer jamb corner that I needed. So I don't know what that came out of, really. I'm pretty sure it's not this front piece. This has all been cut pretty good. And this don't really look right here on top. Not sure what it is. And I think I could match it up on this other side. Let's see on this door. It don't look right. In this front place, it looks like this might have been, the front skin up against the hinges. That actually does look. No. This one here's been bent over on the back. Not sure. Don't know. But this place, it is going to match there. I think what I'm going to have to do is just use this best I can as a skin. I can make a cardboard template here of the inside of the door. Actually, I could just bend a piece of round rod and welded in here. I'll just have to fabricate that whole piece. I'll be able to just cut this little piece here off. Yeah, because something's kind of funky there. I don't know if this has been over or what's going on there. I didn't think it looked the same. It's got black paint on it. I don't know. Anyway, I got some work to do on that, and I'll show you what I got to do on the hinge part. Well, here's the hinge that I cut off. This has to go in here somewhere. Let me try to clamp it. Well, I couldn't clamp it, but I set it here. Basically, this is going to have to get welded into this skin here. I have a lip on this one over here, so I'll have to measure from that hole there, make another lip. I'm pretty sure that lip's probably goes right here on the edge of this, down in here. Hopefully I can get this on the sheet metal where it goes. Find my other hinge. Hopefully I've got one. I thought I saw a bunch of stuff here. This is the door part. That's for the driver's door. I don't know if I've got anything here in this pile of junk that is the hinge part. Man, we'll see. Well, I dug through this junk. I don't see one, which is very unfortunate. But I do have this one. So I got something I can make a pattern from. Looks like I could just make a steel plate. Looks like all this square tubing in here has been sort of mocked up on it anyway. It looks like basically that was a steel plate, and they welded some 1/2 inch in here as spacers, and then 1 inch piece in there for the main member. So basically I'm gonna have to get a plate that is that big. I'm not exactly sure how I'll make these hinges. But at least I got something to copy from. You know, I might have it around here in this junk somewhere. And we got patterns here, so it shouldn't be too hard to basically that's what I gotta make right there. Maybe that is what I need. That it is. Yep. So I was gonna have to make that, but now I don't have to. This is gonna go in. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh, good. So I'll have to fabricate this somehow to fit into there. So I have to make that side before I make this side. So I'll make up something similar to what they have here. Mount this one in, and I'll make it all the way up because the top of the windshield goes on it. Anyway, got a lot of work there. Yeah, this is the top of that. So looks like I got my hinges, at least enough for the driver's side. I don't know about this top hinge here for the passenger side. Probably have to make it. But anyway, I just have to weld this door piece in. I think the first thing I'm going to do is make some round rod here to make this. I'll get this sorted out, get that welded in. That'll be the first thing I do, I guess. And then I'll have to cut this off. It's too bad, I hate to cut it. Maybe I cut it real good, and this will be I really don't know what this is. What is this? Just bent over? You know, it looks like it might be. I don't know. At least I got this curve here. I'll just have to decide whether it fits better in the front or the back. And probably this whole thing has been bent over. I think it is. I think that little lip here is supposed to just go straight. Anyway, trying to unscrew somebody else's screw up. Not the most fun in the world, but at least I can get this door skinned good. Get me a piece of, I got plenty of tin around here to make the skin. And since this is not really got anything behind it, I'll just form this whole door piece here. Try to get all of this welded up solid. We'll be good there. got to get the door done. I cut one plate here. I've got a big piece of 1/8 inch steel there. I can cut a patch right out of that, fit in there and weld it in good. I probably ought to do that before I start getting up in there and welding. So that'll be the first thing I'll do, this patch. Then I'll put some round rod in here, and then move on to trying to skin it with what I got. I'm going to cut this up and welded it in, and I've checked it here with a square. It's real close. It's out a little bit high, but it's right here in the screw. This part here is all good. Inside next to the door, it's all pretty flat. So I think I'm good on the vertical on the door. See down there in the bottom, just a little, and up here on the top, just a little. But again, that's in the screw. In the hinge, once I can get the door all put together, if I have to straighten it a little, I will. But I think this is going to be plenty good for, if this is the right one. Yeah, see, that'll be plenty good for this hinge here. And depends on how these get welded together. I did find some more out about the body. I kind of put this old dash here, well, I don't know old what it's out of, but this is the one that fits my speedometer, and it's up here about right. This is about where this bottom hinge fits. This I determined was part of the I don't know where it was. There it is, like that. This was part of the windshield frame. So, and this, of course, welded into the roof here. I'm not too sure exactly what will occur here, but I got that piece. Of course, that gets welded up into here, but I think what I'm going to do is this piece not fitting in there right now because it's got that big old 1-inch pipe glarped in there. So what I'll do is cut that pipe out. I'll put this in right against the edge of the skin where it goes, and then I'll fabricate some kind of a mount to take this over to the frame. This one here, I'm going to have to get pretty creative for that's all rusted out. I'll try to use some of this bracketry here that they've got bolted onto the front of the firewall. They got a 3/4 inch square in there. It's kind of holding it, but basically I'm just going to leave that alone for now, and that's where I'm going to set the body. Boy, it really seems like a big car. You know, this is chest level. It'll probably go down 6 inches there in the front. We can make this 3 or 4, but it's going to be a tall car. But I've got enough here to get a good front hinge in, and I've got the piece here that's for the back door, back of the door. And I've got apparently they had made this before, this piece here. That'll be good for the back of this door. I've kind of got it clamped in here where it goes roughly. So I don't really know what the sequence is going to be. I'm going to have to cut this pipe out of here in order to get the stuff down to where it goes. I don't know, I'll probably just cut that pipe off and weld up something. But the first thing is kind of trying to get this cowl straight and the doors mounted. Once I can get that mounted, I can tweak it up and down to get the alignment. It's kind of have to do it all at once, but I'll continue on with this door and get it finished. I bent me a little piece of round rod on that door and put it in here. I put this piece of angle to get it straight. I had it clamped in good here against this top frame. I took the clamp off and it looks like it's holding it straight. So now I'm going to make another one. Put it in there. I was able to weld it back here a couple inches, so that round rod's pretty strong. I'll just bend another one and put it on the inside. So even if I don't have the correct skin here, I at least have the curve, and I can make something fit that pretty easily. The main thing is to get this all straight across here in parallel, so when I put this door patch on here, it'll be good. The door patch is 1/4 of an inch short, so that's going to be somewhat of an issue. I'll just try to get the best side of it here, weld it in here, and then I'll just make a little patch piece to fit the rest of it. Now there's that. That's welded in pretty good, and I popped through here, so I just burnt this one right into the rod. So that's strong there. Looks like I'd probably be best just to kind of grind this down and get it flush, and then just bend a piece around here. I think this piece here don't know what it's gonna look like. There's really not enough length on there to make any difference. I'd be better off just making this one right to the top of this edge here, and then making a patch panel for this and a little patch panel for that. Make two pieces, put them in. So that's what I'll do. I'll cut this one here up and get it all hammered out. We'll see about patching it in. Well, that was a bitch. That little last ½ inch there was something else. I've been a piece of a square tube here, the same shape as the other door, and tacked it on. That way I could get the shape of the door in there, and it's pretty much all welded up. I need to fabricate some top stuff, but part of the problem was the inside braces here. They had welded a patch panel over the top of them, and so I couldn't really hammer and dolly it without taking all that stuff out of there. And I run out of gas, but I'm basically done here. I'll knock my braces off of there and hit it with a floppy disk and have a look at it. Well, there it is. Pretty smooth. Of course, I'm not done with it yet, but it's straight. It's got a good curve in it. It's matching everything like it should. The door is much more solid now that that's in, but I've got it good enough to hammer and dolly out some stuff. I had a lot of trouble right here. I got this outside door skin higher than this one, but that's going to get bundled anyway. But it's pretty good and straight. I still haven't welded this bottom one up here, but that put the door back together. Let me move it here. Well, don't look too bad. It's got a pretty good curve in it. No real low spots. Well, it is low a little. I could probably hammer that out a little. But what a nightmare. Probably took him a couple hours to cut it up. Took me 2 days just to try to find the pieces and reassemble them. But Mr. Door's done. I'll have to get some more gas here. Got a big car show coming up here in a couple days. I think I might just go to the flux core rod and weld this up in the back. But another step done. We're getting there, just haven't got it yet.